Alright, so, previously on Tales of the Mojave. Need to put down character token. There we go. So, previously on Tales of the Mojave, the party, which is comprised of a couple members of the NCR, namely, excuse me, Gorham, who will be swapped out for a new character later, but Gorham, McDougal, and Constantine. Wait, is it? No, Shooter. The three are NCR, members of the NCR, they're soldiers, and they've managed to pick up a couple different people on their travels. That includes Anthony and the two previous players, Stork and Xenophon. Stork and Xenophon have decided to, their players left the campaign, so they're, exit stage left, leaving. But, sitting in the same diner where the party dealt with feral ghouls in the previous session are, I'll unpause the game, are Tyrell and Father Marcus. You two are visiting the Rat's Nest. It's a, kind of a haven for ghouls and other, weird-looking people around the wasteland, and yeah, you see the party has just come up from the basement. They've been paid, and yeah, go ahead and introduce yourselves. How do you? Go
Well,
ahead.
I have a quick question beforehand. Are
Yep.
we? Was the intent of the group? I mean, because I'm saying, like, obviously, like, Tyrell and Father Marius could catch us on our way out. But I just wondered, like, because
Yeah.
we did a bunch of shopping, so I think that was pretty much our next move, is just to go back to the car and hit the road, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I
So
remember
it could
that
be
now.
quite a case like, hey,
Yeah.
where are you
So
guys
you've
going, kind of
done
thing.
shopping, and yeah, exactly. But yeah, please, Marcus and Tyrell, you have the floor.
You want to go first, Marty, or shall I?
Apparently the latter. I come to think of it, I haven't heard from Marty in a bit.
Might be muted.
That is a possibility.
Yes, I was on mute. Sorry, I said go right ahead.
Oh.
Thank you. All right. I guess since I'm in here, I am wearing formal clothing, so it is going to be priestly vestments, all of this. So a stark contrast to regular super mutants that are wearing all sorts of raider armor. You have someone dressed like a priest and being very polite to the lady opposite of him. It's actually like a theological argument about original sin, if you listen in.
But okay, I'm reading Father Marius. Instead, it should be Father Marcus.
No,
No.
Marius.
Or Marius. That's the GM misspeaking.
The GM is thinking of the one played by Worf. The one over in Jacobstown.
Quite possibly. Yes.
I,
Yep.
I was actually thinking of Diablo 2, but
Wait, where is Marcus in Diablo 2? Because I just like replayed that whole thing.
no, Marius, not Marcus.
Oh,
Marius.
Marius. Okay, yeah. Oof.
He
Yeah,
is
so
the
yeah.
only.
Then there's the discussion about what's the Augustinian definition of sin, misplaced love, etc. And I guess that's kind of a contrast to the others here. The other ghouls that are probably just like wondering, what the hell is this guy from?
More or less, the wastelander Marius is talking to is very confused. She's just kind of eating and like nodding along, like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I appreciate the
Very
conversation.
articulate for a super mutant.
Uh-huh.
I would say that, yeah,
And
hearing that, like Gorham just looks over to whoever the closest person is, in this case Tyrell.
and Terrell just sits at his table and is having a little bit of a what time of day is it?
Like afternoon.
Okay, so he's having lunch, having stumbled into this particular diner out of the desert. He clearly is ragged, and um, his clothing is basically a collection of stuff that he's found. Every now and then he just mumbles to himself because for all these years he's only had himself for company. So
Well, himself in the Deathclaw, but that was short-lived.
yes,
Like the Deathclaw.
yes. On his arms you see a pair of death claws, and that's it. I'm so tempted to say I'm just walking around.
Gorham's like, well, you're just sitting down. But yeah, sees the the whole like theological debate with Father Marius and this uncredited extra, and Gorham just kind of looks over them, looks over at Tyrell, and is like, can you imagine what's I wow.
And Terrell looks up, and his eye glance over to where the debate is happening, and he just shakes his head and continues eating. But he does move over.
Okay,
and,
well,
and moves his and moves his plate from
yeah, well, picking up
here
on the
to
on the queue, Gorham sits down next to him and smiles and says, got a name?
Terrell Gilliam. Last time I checked.
And Gorham offers a hand to shake, says, Hillary Gorham, last time I checked. Actually, the NCR have dog tags, right? Can't remember. I know
They
the
Yes.
Brotherhood of
should.
Steel do, but
Mhm.
I can't remember if the NCR does
Yeah,
because
they
it's
do.
been ages.
They
All right.
probably would. Everyone would make some for themselves, and like their own accord, on their own accord.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Gorham says last time I checked. So then, and
Maybe
then
a
after saying that,
licensing is fault.
pulls out the dog tags from like under her shirt, takes a look, and then just like the smile and wink thing to Tyrell. So she says, "Are you traveling by yourself, or?"
I've traveled the desert ever since it happened, and yeah, I've been by myself. Obviously he shakes her hand and basically looks for it. Keeps on munching, um, because of his time alone. He's pretty much lost all manners. So he's talking with his mouth open. Uh, but he does notice that how the others are how the party is kind of grouped and standing covering each other even without weapons. So
Yeah, picking up on that, Gorham's like, say, would you fancy wanting to travel with us? We had two others, but they kind of sort of disappeared. She looks over to Paul and to the other two. I mean, even though they're currently NPCs, like, yeah, do you know where those other two guys went? It wasn't my turn to watch them, so.
I shake my head. And, yeah, they they're either alive or dead. What's the difference here?
Jesus. Oh, well, I admire
well,
your
My
so
honesty.
God.
Let's hope for them they're not going to be victims of the death claws.
Well, Gorham shrugs and is like, well, I mean, if they're together, they should be fine. But as for us, I mean, I guess we've got two friends MIA, and out of character it stings to say friends, but either way, um, at least regarding those two. But Gorham says, well, we're two down. You want to join us? I mean, unless you're a lone wolf by nature, which is totally fine.
And Terrell Terrell stops eating, looks the rest of the party up and down, and like, there's safety in numbers.
That there is.
Just don't fuck me over. You know,
Well,
he shows
that was
the death,
unhygienic.
he shows the death claw weapons.
Nice. Very nice.
Don't
Cool,
fuck me
cool,
over,
cool.
and we'll get along just fine.
Works for me. Gorham says that she, climbs over the arm of the couch and, says, well, we're heading to our good old booze cruiser if you want to tag along. So,
You got a car?
yep.
My feet are gonna be grateful. And he gulps down the rest of his lunch and gets up.
Yeah. Well, as she's making for the door, Gorham does look over at the, pastor mutant and, seeing if he's still conversing with, because she was a little, intrigued by the sight
Oh
of
yeah, I'm going up the pay. It's along the lines of I now need to continue proselytizing.
spreading the word of mutant Jesus across the wasteland.
Oh no, it's Catholic Jesus.
Oh,
But what makes you think Jesus isn't going to think of allowing super mutants into heaven? Like, what the fuck, dude? He died for everyone.
No, man, that's Calvin Jesus, okay?
Calvin Jesus would be along the lines of like Jesus only saved certain people he wanted to save. He already knew it was predestined.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm feeling new
And
schism
I'm
around
terrified that you
here.
actually know the difference.
Is there something you need, my child? He'll say to you, Gorham, as he notices you looking at him.
not really. I was just sort of surprised by, well, for one, all that kind of gestures like up and down at his unorthodox attire. And she says, I've never seen a super mutant so lavishly dressed.
Uh, Excuse me, but these vestments are of a tradition that is over 2,000 years old.
Doing a quick count. If 2000 euro is still within the time that nukes fell, or before that.
It's like what, 2,500, I think, in Fallout? Or
Well,
22?
yeah, 2280 something, usually.
Yeah. So it's you just round. It's still 2,000 years.
Yeah. Um,
If
well,
I was a robot, I would be down to the millisecond. Don't worry.
yeah, well, Gorham, like, well, she has like a, Batman Returns Catwoman moment where she's like, let me check my watch, and there's like, all right, I don't have a watch, because she was trying to see, like, well, wait, what year is it? To try to, cross-reference what he was saying, like, oh, these are 2,000 years old, so I was like, all right, I can't tell the time.
From before the bombs fell. He'll just say that.
Okay, and they're in pretty good condition despite, bombs falling.
Often they
Oh,
watch it.
He's got a radiant outlook.
I will take that as a compliment, my child.
Well,
Um,
let's just say you don't need a painting to let your light shine.
Gorham says, "So listen, Father, um, are you spreading the word of Jesus on foot, or would you like a ride?"
Sure, I would be glad to. As the good book says, always be willing to accept help when given. It is a sign by God.
Okie doke. So Gorham's like, "Well, we're heading out. So if you need anything else, just might want to pick it up now. But if you guys," she says,
Oh, right.
look into
Let's get
Tyrell's
going.
halls. Yeah, then let's get going. So she like marches out and gets in the booze cruiser, which I believe Arnold is the driver, right?
Yes.
And just like
Oh, and
that, it became the Pope Mobile.
Oh, mobile. Oh,
Okay.
We got our car
Oh,
tricked out on
beat.
Pope My Ride.
Pope my right.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, everyone's on the page.
Aren't you glad I'm back
Okay,
here?
so I'm so glad, man. Okay. So um at this point, I will say that you'll make it to Camp McCarran with no issue.
Before
'Cause,
that,
you're like a okay.
remember we're in a car with Gorham.
Yes,
And she says
please
she
go
actually
ahead.
looks over um to Tyrell and says, "So you've wrestled a lot of death claws in your time, right? I have a question for you.
Just two. Actually, just four, but yes.
Why don't death claws eat clowns?
What?
Why don't death claws eat clowns? Because they taste funny."
Ba-dum-tsh. And that's basically all he says. Ba-dum-tsh. So you're the clown of the group, aren't you?
Well, no, except yes. Some say.
He
Which,
kind of
speaking of,
he kind of shakes his head and says, "But that was a good one."
well, and also for the record, it's like anytime you're in a car with Gorham, the expectation is that she always makes at least one dad joke, and she's made several in the past, in both The Great Escape and in this.
Mhm.
Thank God for the short memory I
And
have.
I'm going to remember that.
maybe. Okay. So you guys, you make it to Camp McCarran. You see the gates in front. They open when they recognize the. Well, now it's called the Booze Cruiser, but did not have a name at the start of the campaign.
Camp
Okay, so I'll
McCarran.
drag you onto this map. Yes,
Okay, so the first thing we do
need to
is
put the
talk
new
to the
people on
manager.
the board.
I need to see your manager.
So yeah. Oh,
There are two
already
Tyrells.
on there twice. Yep. All right.
And also, yeah,
So
yeah, never mind. I was about to say that Gorham turned Costa Rican, but
yeah. Here, I'll put down the token just for you know posterity's sake. Okay. So as you guys, you pull in, you get pulled off, and start piling out of the booze cruiser. Uh, the NCR folks recognize this as um, Sergeant Jones, because I forgot
Sergeant
to give their name
Sargentson.
when I was setting up. Yeah, Sergeant Sargentson. He'll come over, see the three the three NCR. He'll say, well, I take it you finally got here. Thanks for dragging your goddamn feet, but
Oh, girl's
good
like,
to
oh,
see
you're
you
welcome.
got here safely.
Oh, the
Who
Rosa
are
Limited
the
Edition.
true. So who's the rest of this ragtag group?
We picked up a few new friends along our way, so.
Voluntary
I see
volunteers,
that.
I guess so.
And Terrell
Well,
sticks up his hand and basically greets the sergeant.
it's nice to meet you all. Well, glad you got here in one piece, and well, looks like you brought some pieces of something nasty in with you. He'll like nods towards your Deathclaw gauntlet, Tyrell.
I've had these for a while, but yeah.
Ooh, boy. Well, yeah. Gorham.
Yo.
Have some bad news. I got a letter here from your folks back in Arizona.
Oh, how are they doing?
Yeah, relieve your well, he'll hand you the letter.
She opens it and reads it.
Yep. From what I understand, there's been some issues happening in Arizona, and effective immediately, you're kind of relieved of duty. Not in a bad way, but bad news. I'm sure you want to get home, kid. Just to be safe.
Yeah, come to think of it, I think this might require my attention, she says. Like, still, not really taking things too seriously, but, kind of having her just, like her outlook changes kind of slightly. Like, kind of like, oh, snap, sort of reaction at best. So then she gets out of the car, gets her stuff, slings her backpack on and says, it's like, well, I guess until we cross paths again, guys. See ya. And gives like a salute, like a genuine salute to, mostly to the NCR, guys that she was serving with, namely Arnold and Paul, and also a little bit of a nod to Brutus because, she helped save his life. Smile to the other three, and then he's gonna, exit stage left.
Yep. So you'll exit.
Or stage right.
And much like in wait, one of those things. Yeah, much like how you see like the NPCs when they go through a door, they disappear. Just Gorham disappears and
Yeah, just like fades away.
all right. Yeah, just
People Bethesda game.
fade away.
As she walks away, the shimmering heat of the desert, kind of makes her disappear.
Yeah.
Maybe the real Morgan is friends we made along the way.
But yeah. And yeah, so Sergeantson, he'll look at the rest of the party and he's
I just
like,
realized there's a missed opportunity for
well,
him to be Sergeant Johnson from Halo because of his complexion and the cigar, the slight stash.
I mean, I was thinking Sergeant Johnson too, just being like, it's that guy that survived all 3 Halos that fucking got killed in the last one, and that pissed everyone.
And to think he was just Apone with more character, like screen time.
Yeah, somehow he survived the first game. I'm kind of surprised about that. I thought it was like, weren't we the only 2 survivors being Cortana?
They explained it in Halo First Strike. The book, but yeah.
Yes, of course. You have to read the expanded universe. Yeah.
Let me open these merchants because they'd be open. All right. So, yeah, Sergeantson, he'll, look at the remaining people. He'll say, well, as long as you don't cause any trouble, you can, have a couple of merchants here in camp. They can install things for you. Just, be kind. Don't be an asshole. That type of thing. Just be courteous.
You see any old VHS tapes, be kind, rewind.
Exactly. But yeah, so you're free to look at the merchants and, kind of explore the camp. Um, there are a couple people who are kind of like standing out to you if you want to go and speak with them. Yeah, the people with the unique artwork, I should say, are, not pushing you toward them, but could advance the plot.
Well, obviously, this is the new place, so I am going to be talking with people and just setting up a sort of a network here.
Of course.
It's I gotta do my priestly duties. I got sent over from Mexico City.
Is gonna clear the cult here around here.
I'll go talk with this Ripper guy because he's close and just be like, hi. And also, these two because they're close by. Hello. I am, Father Marius. And, what are your names?
That does beg a question, Emily, if Alexandra would have shown up by this point.
Yeah, I'll say that Alexandra has.
Now the question
Yeah,
is,
please,
what I proposed about the thing with the Legion. Did you decide to go with that idea, or is there another reason for being why she's here?
Oh, yes, the Legion fingers. Yes, I did decide to
The
go
trophies.
with that, so. Yes, please. Yep.
So yeah, in stark contrast to Gorham, who was established early on to be, horrified by the the rumors of the NCR, taking trophies from slain Legion, here comes a woman who brings in a fucking like burlap sack full of them to this one guy. And she says to Ripper, it's like, all right, here you are. Now about my money.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hey, Alexandra. How's it going? Like, the, the, the thing you would both pick up about Ripper is that, he talks a big game, but, he's a scared little pimply man.
Yeah, I mean,
He's not
especially after
who
what
can
I just
talk
did, and the
smack.
fact that there's Alexandra here who has like, piercings and scars and big guns, like like her like 50 caliber pistol, her rifle slung over her shoulder, that kind of stuff. So she's definitely. I mean, it's not hard to see why he'd be intimidated by her.
Yeah.
So.
It was what, five caps per ear, I think we talked about.
Out of character, I mean, it was however the fuck much money because after I split our group money down the middle, I think it's like each player got, I think it's like 159 caps. So, whatever that divided by 5 amounts to, which is probably going to be a lot. Let me see. Or actually, hold on, or not divided, it's, oh, Jesus Christ, math. So, 5 times 159, or no, apparently, if memory serves, hold on, so just make sure I did it right. 5. Yeah, so she killed, at least 31 Legionnaires.
Oh, sweet mother. Yeah.
And then she
There
does
is a
the
lot of
whole,
them.
she does the whole
Here's all.
Hemingway quote of like, there is no hunting like the hunting of a man. She says like, she has her, um, her little like neck dagger, her personal memento, and is just kind of whittling away with it, or like probably like filing her nails with it, and you just like fully cites the whole Hemingway quote, like in those who've hunted yada yada yada, to this guy, probably terrorizing the shit out of him even further.
Yeah, he He looks very scared and just very. Uh-oh.
And she picks up on that, and she goes
Oh.
even further because she says, "Hey, Ripper, you know what the difference between you and I is?"
Enlighten me.
We both
Please.
do the same thing. You just do it for the NCR, so you don't have to admit you like it.
Oh, I feel bad about myself. But yeah,
So, wait,
Marius,
wait.
that's
So
what you.
Alexandra
This is a
doesn't
conversation you
know
walk
she's
into.
scaring the fucking guy, fucking ghost of his fucking skin.
Oh no, she knows, and that's why she's doing it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll say at this point, all of you have probably heard most of this conversation. If you
Yeah,
wanna, go and
how's Brutus reacting to all this?
interact. He looks like he might crap himself. He's fucking scared. He's not wearing the Legion costume no more, but he's like he like looks down at the hands like, oh man. Oh man. I better not get on this lady's bad side.
I want to go to the Sergeant Johnsonovich, or whatever his name is, and look at the fucking Alexandra scaring the fucking Reaper out of his fucking skull. And can I propose replacement for Gorham?
Yes. Oh, that's perfect.
Of course. Yeah, I hadn't given it much thought. But yeah, of course. What's your suggestion? My
Hmm.
friend.
That that woman there carrying this poor guy trying to buy some of those fingers. And I pointed the Alexandra. Is she in the
Of
NCR
course.
or just the civilian and bounty hunter? 'Cause-
Out of character, probably the latter.
okay. So she's not in the NCR. Okay.
Probably not formally, but definitely.
Privateer probably.
Yeah,
Something along those lines.
like kind of a proxy.
Hey man, as long as she doesn't cause trouble, like we'll, not saying we'll let just about anybody in, but if you're trading or doing business and you don't make a big
I
fuss
mean, he
about,
just let four, well, actually,
them
technically
being
5
assholes.
strangers in. So.
That's fair. So
We
I'll
don't
stop
let
telling you to
anybody in.
explain
Just
it.
ignore the super mutant, the weird scientist guy, the mercenary
The
Deathclaw
ex
hunter,
legionnaire,
the yeah, that guy, and then yeah, and then the priest. So, um, or actually, hold on, that was 4. Never mind, not 5. My mistake. But yeah, so. I mean, and also, yeah, just to make things even worse, like Alexandra, like when she's, scaring Ripper out of his skin, like she has her arms resting on the counter, and she's just like leaning forward and just kind of staring him straight in the eyes and does not blink.
You got anything else you want to sell me, or are we done here?
She looks down on him, mainly seeing if he probably pissed himself, but um, I mean, did he?
I'll do a high or low odds. I'll leave it
Hi.
up to chance. Okay. So I'll roll this. And...
What did he get?
Yep, he did.
Okay, and then she sees that, has a little bit of a smirk of satisfaction, says, "Yeah, we are." Scoops up her caps and then gets going.
Yep.
Sheathes her little neck dagger.
But Morris, you've witnessed this, and what is your reaction, my guy?
I served in the Master's Army. I think I'm used to like seeing like 51 heads being decapitated and brought in a bag. I'm just like, okay, it's
Well, she
Tuesday.
didn't bring in heads, just fingers and ears.
Is that somehow better?
Still.
They could still be alive.
It's like that scene in the fucking room where they have all these people like in cages and they just cut their flesh to eat them. It's like,
Jesus.
yeah. We'll cut all 5 fingers and say it's from 5 different legionnaires.
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, that's actually a good point. That's like, how do they know I didn't just cut the fucking fingers, all the fingers off?
Free money cheat. Remember.
Yeah, in all seriousness, though, Alexandra is not one to cheat, especially given, you know, her Hemingway ideology of, you know, like the hunting of a man kind of thing.
Yeah, so he is going to be very much greeting Ripper. It's probably going to be in stark contrast because he is going to be very polite about it.
Yeah, because meanwhile,
Of
Alexandra
course.
just kind of, you know, not shoves by him, but sort of brushes by him to get through to head over to the marketplace to stock up.
Pardon me, my chat.
Yeah.
Preferency.
What the fuck are you? I mean, hi. Sorry. I've never seen a super mutant this close before. I thought all you were. Never mind. How can I help you?
I am just sent in from the Holy See over in Mexico City, trying to set up a parish around this area, and I just wanted to introduce myself here in this lovely place. My name is Father Marius, and your name is? He extends his hand politely. Completely throwing him off balance, I bet.
Well, even worse than what he
Yeah,
just
uh,
dealt with.
Yeah. Like I'm Ashton Ripley, father. Nice to meet you.
Excellent. Excellent to meet
You're
you,
like,
Ripley.
yeah. Of course, most people call me Ripper, but you don't got to.
Thank you. Is there care to tell me about the rest of this place? The other people here?
You can talk to you know, the sergeant. He's probably your best 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 source of information. He'll like the sergeant will have gone back to his tent. He's you know, the sergeant. He's probably back in you know, in his tent doing administrative work. If you want to talk,
It was a boring ass
run
paperwork.
stuff by him.
I see. And what is your job here? Especially because he just like looks at the grim mementos given.
Well, technically, if you want about it, I also do paper. Just I do this on the side as like, oh hey, you know, hey, you wanna make some extra caps? I got a pool running about who can bring in the most fingers. Oh, five caps a finger.
Can they? That person beat fucking 31, like delivered at once.
Fucking dare someone to ask him if he
Yeah,
accepts
you're
toes or just fingers.
yeah, you're definitely in like the high thing now, Alexandra, about who's brought in the most.
Well, no. In terms of the high thing, Alexandra's thing is like, if you can't come in first, don't come in at all.
Exactly. Exactly. What I also do, you know, slightly better, you know, record keeping because I'm glorified. I'm a glorified personal assistant, but I also collect.
You are not a glorified
If you find a
personal
need,
assistant. You have been placed there by God to do God's work.
And God's work is collecting fingers and paying people.
Well, obviously, God wants you to kill Caesar's legion. Obviously, that's why he brought back those fingers.
Your
beyond reasons,
sociopathy is
you know,
God's will,
so we
my
can
child.
keep a. Could so put that in the attic. tag is quote.
Yeah, well, I have it just there's just the out of context like main thing and that a lot of Tom's quotes are in.
Yeah, but please, someone add that to the.
I feel weird about putting my own in, but for reference, I said your sociopathy is God's will, my child.
But
I mean, you can put it
yeah,
there if you want, Emily.
Yep. Besides the fingers and ears and whatnot, I also try to keep a running total of any fallen in that you find out there. I then buy caps, NCR dog tag, just so we have a record of who has fallen in battle, and so we can keep our records tidy. It all depends on the paperwork. paperwork. Oh baby.
I see. Well, that I will let you get to
But
that.
yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting you, and then I'm
Yep.
gonna go and walk around.
Of course. And there are 3 NCR dog tags in the party highwayman currently in the booze cruiser.
Okay, I want to
But, like
go
whoever
for
wants to
the.
take them and turn them in.
I want to go to the boost cruiser and
Yeah.
take the box tags and bring them to him, the Reaper.
Of course. Yeah. You should be able to just move your token around Johans. So you just
So
as
I'm taking
Father
the token
Marcus
and
or
go to
Father
him.
Marius has so kindly demonstrated.
Yeah, I'm going all
Yeah.
around.
I'm just just was had my hands occupied, so I didn't think about moving my token. That's all right. So I just take the dog tags and leave them on the table in front of him. Not even saying anything, just leaving the dog tags.
Yep. They'll
Hello, bye.
kind of push the caps towards you.
I'm taking the caps and walking away.
Stone cold. I love it. So what was that quote again, Cody? So I can put it in the chat.
It was your sociopathy is God's will, my child.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, it's it's like Alexandra is a demon sent from God to pull the world back in order by killing the Legion or something like that. I don't know.
I love it.
I love it.
I mean, either
But,
one applies really.
Yeah.
Like the quote she put in or what I just said.
Okay. So order of events. Looking at what I wrote in the camp. So yeah. Martin, is there any place you want to be investigating during this these various encounters? Or rather, Tyrell. I should probably call you by your character name.
Are you on mute?
Are you muted again, Marty?
I don't know, man. I pinged him, but
Yep.
well,
We'll just carry on for the time being. Okay. So, we'll say Anthony and Arnold are mingling in the camp as well. Brutus gonna stay in the car because he's horrified. He will take trunk monkey duty to stay away from the crazy
He
people
will
in
hand
this
his,
camp.
hide his hands for better or for worse.
Oh my god. Okay. So, yeah, for the party who's here and interacting, you see Anthony. He is talking to this this NCR soldier who's very like wrapped up, has their face covered, or has his face covered rather, and you catch like a snippet of the conversation is oh hey basically, hey there friend, have you ever you wanna take on a little little delivery job for me? Well, it'll be really worth your while. And you can all hear this, so you can like join the conversation if you would like. This is very awkward since the player is not here.
Okay,
I guess I will be
I
the one
guess
to
I
answer.
wanted to go to Sergeant, so I coming near them. I would just hear and come closer and listen to
Okay.
what's happening there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a little job. I have some old well, let's call them artifacts that I need to deliver down to camp of some of my friends down in let me go to the world map so I can I didn't choose a location, I just had the quest and I was gonna fill in the location later. Okay. So there is a right down here. I will mark it on your map. I'll put it down as artifact delivery. Okay. There we go. Just yeah, it's a couple artifacts from an old faction that used to be out there, and well, I need a couple people to run it down there, and well, you folks look like you just might be the type of people to take them down there.
I look at him and
So
like, what's the pay?
um, kind of like like look you up and down. I'll say let's say caps, 100 caps for everyone in the party, like 100 per person who takes it down there.
Sounds good. Me?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Anthony and telling him to take the package to the bus cruiser. And I
Yeah,
want to go myself to
course.
go to the sergeant.
Sure. So so Anthony will go and deliver that. And yep. So you
Am
can
I
drop
able to?
this off.
Are we able to freely shop or?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
First off, give me a charisma and plus barter check
I got a total of
to see
10.
if you can get like better prices. Mhm.
So, does anybody have higher than 10 total? Because I got charisma 7, barter 3.
I can roll.
Oh, do you have higher than that?
And
No, but I can re-roll.
and this can be an assist roll.
I think I
Charisma
can reroll
5,
too, come to think
not
of it.
well.
Yeah, because he has the clothes.
Are we both able to roll the same thing, or?
Yeah. Whoever wants to be the lead in it, can do it, and then the other person can assist.
Okay, so then I roll 3 dice if he's assisting.
Well, I thought it was I
No,
roll
you just roll
separately.
the 2, and then Cody would roll 1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you both roll
I forgot
separately.
that one.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Also, by the way, is your ability to reroll from your formal clothing? Because I have that too.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have a hat, so I guess I can pick each dice and reroll.
Yeah, I do too. So I have charisma as a tag skill. Why did you reroll? You got 4 successes.
What do you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot it's under.
So how many successes do we
Okay,
need to win? Because we
so-
get 8B.
2. You get 2 AP back.
Well, hold on, whoa. Wouldn't
You
get?
got
Would we get 3? Because Alexandra got a
5,
success too.
3. Yes, math.
So I'll add that up. 1,
Yep.
2, 3. There we go.
Yep. So I will, before you buy anything, I
All right.
will slow it down to 50%. So, your buy would be down, get a little bit cheaper. Okay. So, and I'll do this for like everyone, for all the merchants. So, yep. I at least suggested the arms dealer, so you have slightly better buy prices for anything you want to buy.
All right. See, 39, 556 rounds. Me likey. Especially because with the perks and stuff I have, I'm gonna fucking fly through that. Let's see. I could buy 23. Let's see where. Actually, are there any stim packs can be applied to oneself, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a minor action to take chem in combat.
Okay.
I
Do
mean,
any
not
of these
that you
guys sell any?
have ever needed to heal yourselves in the middle of combat.
Well, I mean, fucking
Um,
the Night King got absolutely bitch slapped by that one ghoul and went down half health, so he did.
True. I forgot to make a chems merchant.
That's fine.
So,
Well, I guess
yeah,
it's no big
there's no
deal.
chems merchant right now.
Okay, I'll just
There will be one in the future though. I
I'll
just
just
forgot
splurge on
to do it this
fucking
time.
556 rounds for my Terra Nova rifle. Where is buy?
Yep. And any of you who want to like buy things from the merchants who still have money, you can you'll all get like the better like buy price. Because rather than just making it for like, well, I think it's for the party per raw, but yeah. And I pinged Blitz and Astron, and they still not answered
Unfortunate.
me.
Am I able to do anything with the NCR dollars I have on my sheet?
Just convert them to caps. I think it's 1 for 1.
Okay. Well, I had
I don't think so.
$25 total, so that translates to 12 caps.
$25. I'll just do it like $1 is 1 cap.
Okay, so then I have
forget,
25 caps.
Yeah. Because I forget the exact conversion rate. And
Well, I did the conversion. It's just that if you want to do 1 for 1, I'm fine with that. But okay.
Oh, yeah, just 1 for 1. That's better.
All right, then I'll delete that, and then so let me just make a note of that on my sheet.
You successfully completed your first quest, Camp McCarran bound. Get the nice little like jingle, like the nice little like sound effect you get when you complete a quest. Let me actually a sound file of that on YouTube. I'll just post it.
You could potentially put it on a soundboard in Discord. I mean, or whatever else.
Mhm.
Alrighty, so let's see. Much more. Oh, I could buy all the remaining 5.56 rounds. Well, especially because as far as I know, I'm the only one who uses it anyway. So, um, yeah, no. All right, now as much as I want to. So, fuck it.
I will make an entry for your for the artifact delivery quest.
I'm down to 1 cap. So that's money well spent because I now have a total of 98 5.56 rounds.
Very nice.
Question: who does, with Alexandra being a mercenary, is there any one particular person that she reports to, or is it just Ripper?
I guess just Reaper, no, probably.
What about the sergeant?
Just Ripper. I mean, yeah, you can go report to the sergeant as well.
Okay.
Oh, so I wanted to go to the sergeant and ask him if there is anything to do.
Yeah,
For
speak
us.
of the devil. Or, yeah, great minds think alike, rather. Hell, we could potentially be saying that Instinct got any more work for me.
You know anything coming to the south of here? Don't ask why.
Well, it's funny you should you ask for more work. And at that exact moment you all like I can't do the sound. I should have practiced it. But like kind of like whooping and a whoop and like a holler. Like someone is like hurting like some type of animal. You hear like outside the tent.
I'm looking out of the
Ooh,
tent, I
boy.
guess.
Yep. And so what you see, I'll put these tokens on the board because
I have a feeling I know.
I had a lot of fun finding images for them. Yeah, you see I can't do this properly, but yeah, you see a what looks like a cowboy on top of a horse.
Okay, that is
And
not at
he
all who I was
is
expecting.
currently like twirling a lasso. He's like
Makes me
twirling
think,
a lasso above
makes
his
me think
head
that
as
one
well.
character Jerry played.
Mhm. Now that you say that, yes, I'm reminded of that. But yeah, you all hear that across like the camp. It's like, you know, like a goddamn spaghetti western up in this bitch suddenly. But yeah, you are all free to approach and see what's going on.
First, I want to see if Sarge has any work. This is the
Yeah,
whole reason
that's
Alexander
my
went over to
point.
him.
Yep. Oh, well, we have an escort mission for you guys if you want to take that on.
Kind of escort.
Jesus fucking nothing better.
I mean, I could send you down the long 15 and have you throw yourself against legionaries if you prefer.
Yes.
I'm sure you don't want to walk into a suicide mission.
Think again.
I like my life, so probably will take the escort mission.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he'll also give you a mission to like clear out a camp of legionaries. I realized as soon as I like pitched that mission that sounds slightly more more fun than escort mission.
Oh yeah, okay. It's
Yeah,
marked it to the
I'll get
map.
that
Mark
drafted
on
and
the
I'll
map.
share it with you guys later. Yep. Okay. So, in terms of the escort mission,
Yeah, who's the
you can
VIP?
go talk to you can go talk to well, the gentleman on the horse currently trying to lasso the helpless private who's running around somewhere, and he's legitimately trying to do that, like showing off his skills to
It's training for the
everyone.
private,
Like,
I guess.
yeah, here I'll actually drag
Alexandra
out.
ever one to snarks is like, well, good to know the NCR is using its time wisely. Instead of playing cowboy roundup with a missing private.
Oh, how we have fallen. How we have fallen. Fucking circus there.
I realize now pitching this mission that I think the GM likes it slightly better than the party does, but
No.
I mean, I'm rather playing just the character that's tired of like seeing this. Oh yeah,
I
sure,
get you.
I just
whatever.
realized our tokens have almost the exact same pose. It's just we're looking in different directions and one is using only one
Yeah,
finger.
basically. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm
Here's
looking out the
the
tent and
hapless
looking at the
private.
out the cowboy and what is he still doing to fucking rounding the private on the ranch?
No, he stopped that now, and he's just kind of, he's gotten off the horse and is like, like petting
Yeah,
it. Um,
better to talk to him before he starts showing off his shooting skills.
I feel called out for making this character. But yeah,
I mean that
you
was
feel you could
I needed
you
to
could approach and
make this
talk
joke. I
to him.
needed to make this joke.
No, I love it, man.
I mean, how far is he
I just
from
realized
shooting
now how
the bottle from the head of a guy? How far he is around doing that?
he's about to do that when you walk up on him. If I'm being honest.
Jesus fucking
Well,
Christ!
who's he shooting at?
The same fucking private.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
Private.
coolness under fire. Coolness under fire. Remember that.
Alexandra says like, I don't know, because there's an old saying, pre-war, perfect for this situation. It is not my problem.
I want to be
If he
completely
dumbs
honest
some
I'm
with
not
you.
private
playing.
who's stupid enough to try to play William Tell with him, that is entirely on him.
Well, I'm not paying for the funerals, and that's not my problem too. But I'm kind of wondering if he will miss or not.
Well, way to find out.
Yeah,
I,
you were saying something, Marty, I believe. They're just
No, I was just
laughing at the
coughing
situation. Oh.
and snickering a little bit and taking a sip of my water.
That's completely fair. I love it.
What to do? A spit
But
take?
yeah,
Okay.
okay. So someone is approaching the cowboy, and he'll like puts away his gun and just kind of does the big like Marlboro cigarette cowboy ass theme. I'm
Who's the
sorry.
blackberry?
I'm laughing at the absurdity because I now realize like this is such an absurd fucking encounter. I love it. um, so
No, no, we just
he'll
got
look at you.
one trope to cross. One trope to just have on a list. Let's go with a few more. Yeah, just why not? One obscene trope.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll look at you, Paul, and I cannot do a Canadian accent, but just imagine the most stereotypical like Canadian like voice you've heard, like, oh yeah, maple syrup and oh it's so courteous, and all the moose, that type of thing.
Hockey.
Because when I do it, it's gonna devolve in yeah, it's gonna devolve into the Minnesota
Compliment.
accent, really deep Midwest. But
I'm looking.
yeah, he's
I'm hearing that, and
go ahead.
I'm hearing that, and just on my face shows the fucking emotion of Jesus. What a hassle! What sin did I make to deserve this? That's my fucking face. Okay, whatever. I look at the Alexandra and I'm saying, "Hey, crazy chick, you are going with us or
And she says, well, first of all, I don't know who you are. Second of all, I'm not crazy. Or at least as crazy as that guy. Referring to the cowboy.
not?" Fair enough. Good point.
Um,
Well, we have one free spot because uh previous mm, good to shows went back to home, so we need one more person who can shoot. And
and
from your previous records, I see you are quite a shooter and good with fighting with legionnaires.
good observation. I mean, there's a reason why I had to buy all that guy's ammo. She says, referring to the, copious amount of 5.56 rounds that she bought from the armorer.
Yeah, whatever. As long as you hit. I,
Well, let me put it this way: I wouldn't have dropped. I think out of character was like what 31 legionnaires. It was like I wouldn't have taken out 31 entire platoon's worth of legionnaires if I didn't know how to shoot. So
hmm. While this guy was about to shoot, not sure if he could drop the 21 engineers. Whatever.
oh,
You
you're
coming
referring to
with
the
us? Mhm.
cowboy?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Okay, I'm going to talk with this merry man. Man, you can, well, our car stands in the front gate if you want to join us.
Sure.
Just be careful. There's one. Whatever. Maybe you'll clean it. Otherwise, we'll be free of this burden. And I'm going to the captain, to the cowboy.
Well, before going to see everybody else, Alexandra is definitely going to stick around to see this. Like, oh, I've got to see this.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're talking to him as he's like, cowboying around. He'll look at you, Paul, and he'll say, well, howdy there, friend. Yeah. How can I help you, friend?
Yeah, I heard from Sergeant. We are to talk with you about the escort mission or something.
Oh, well, now it's very nice to meet you. I'll introduce myself first. Sawyer McCrae. It's a right mighty pleasure to meet y'all. So yeah, as you can tell, I've been well, me and my family, we've been breeding horses lately, and well, it's come to the NCR's attention that they'd like to buy a couple, and they have, and well, now I suspect that you're the group that's been chosen to have them escorted down to a Ranger Station Alpha with me. Is that right?
Is this the escorting job
I'm
you were
just
hired to do?
turning around on my heel. On my face is there's just a look of the being tired of this parade because it's not people, it's fucking animals, and I'm fucking feeling I'm gonna be fucking tired of this mission. I'm turning back to the cowboy, and I guess we are. I'm Paul, by the way.
Well, it's Paul. It's very nice to meet you. You want to try riding one of these fine creatures? Huh?
I respect the nature,
'Cause they're all
but I guess I respect the nature, but I don't think the nature will respect my back. So I prefer not.
yeah, of course, I understand. He'll, I believe Alexandra also approached, so he'll say, well, what about you, darling?
No.
And it ain't very hard to do. Of course. um,
Tell me one thing: will we have
okay,
to herd the horses with other horses, or can we just take the vehicle car? And I'm not in the fucking mountain unit. Jesus fucking Christ!
yeah, no, there is a like a horse trailer that you can tow with the with the booze cruiser, so you don't have to
Oh,
worry
okay,
about riding them.
that's
But
Thank fucking God.
okay.
if anyone if anyone wants to ride a horse, it is an agility. It's either an agility plus pilot or an agility plus survival. Is like the mechanic I've put together for riding a horse.
I mean, that's
It's
good because we've got
agility
16
plus skill.
for riding a
Yep.
horse.
Agility plus survival or pilot.
Yeah, well, in my
Pilot.
case, if I were to do survival, I'd have
Survival
a
or
total of,
pilot.
I'd have
Okay,
16.
okay. I'm looking at it and okay, give me a try. I will try. It's
Of course.
agility
He'll,
and
yep.
survival.
If you yeah, right click on survival and use agility.
Two dices. Two dice.
Yes. And is a difficulty 1 test. Yep. So you did it. So yeah, Sawyer, he'll go over, he'll grab the reins and horse. So you're able to get up on the horse, and you're holding on, and if you would like, you could, ride it at a
You
trot
speak the
around
magic phrase to get it started,
the
ride
camp
like the
to get
wind,
used
bullseye.
Where do you put the key? Okay.
Here it is! And then you get kicked in the face.
Uh, I'm just going around with riding the horse. Let's just I don't know. I have my family had horse before or something, and so I know how to do it. But also I'm fucking tired of them. Jumping on the lines. Backstory. Sure.
He looks just absolutely bored riding it.
Uh, my back.
God. um, yeah, the fun thing about all these horses, uh, they're I've also like got them. You can you can ride the horse and also fire. They will not scatter. It won't be an additional roll to keep them under control. And
Hmm.
well, quite frankly, don't piss them off because they get mighty vicious, and just take my advice. Don't feed them cram. Don't feed them any thing that has animal products in it. You don't want to see what happens when they get a
They smell.
taste for flesh.
Can they smell the fear or not?
I mean, yeah, if they get mad enough, and they'll go stir crazy, and you don't want to deal with that. Okay. Um.
Fair enough.
So, fun fact: when I made the creatures, they all have the special ability ready to fight. So I'll send that to the chat about what it does. So, or rather, I will if I make it visible to everyone, and not publicly. Okay. So basically, if you choose to ride a horse into battle, it will basically it'll do its own attack and like you know
So I doubt I can use my
if
gun,
you
but
decide to do that. That you can ride and shoot, yes, but like I
So
will say the caveat to ready that doing it is that you have to be within close range of the basically the horse has to be within reach, you have to be within close range, and
so
yeah.
let me guess. We can just trample over someone if we just decide to ride on that,
yeah, why
right?
waste
Or
bullets? You got a
something?
horse.
I mean, medieval cavalry charge.
When the Hussars arrived.
Mhm.
Yes, of course, those poles.
Fuck me.
Although I probably would kill my horse if I sat on it.
Yeah, I will say unfortunately that Super Mutant will not be able to ride the horse. Unless
No,
of
but he will
course
be able to revive it.
yeah.
It is God's
But
will that you come back to life.
yeah.
By the will of the Pope.
Well, technically, whenever an animal dies, their soul just doesn't. It just ceases to exist.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, a friend of mine told me, I'm like, damn, that's a sad part about Catholic theology. Your
I don't think
cat ceases to
I'm
exist.
not sure that animals even have souls in the beginning. I have to remember the religion teachings other. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hell,
but
hell yeah.
you know, like we humanize our pets now.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Mhm.
trying to remember what they said on the lessons in there. In there.
But yeah. Like I said, like to all the regular, human-sized characters, it is an agility plus either pilot or survival if you would like to ride the horse. And yeah, they're I will see how this mechanic actually works in play because I have made it together, but I'm not sure how it will actually function. Yes, this is that out of character. I like this quest. I set up this quest because I thought it would be cool, and it's okay.
Well, the shooting stuff will be fun,
Okay.
but
So
and there's that.
yeah, yep. Uh, if you look in the journal tab under the quest log, um, you will now see the quests that you guys have done, and all of them are like the green ones are completed. Um, artifact delivery is in progress, and I will put happy trails,
You
buckaroos
might
in
consider
progress
making
as
like
well
a completed
too.
quests folder.
Yep, I shall. Yep, yep. Create folder, completed quest. Yep. Okay. And I will change the name of this to in progress.
You
Okay.
could always just put the completed quest inside the quest log. Like a folder.
There you go.
Yep. But yeah, so you have a couple quests to do, and after the session today, I'll make the quest for going after the NC, like clearing out the NCR camp.
NCR camp.
Okay, so
Surprise!
Legion camp.
I mean, if they're gonna pay me to kill their own, then I guess that's on them.
Yep. Marty and Ramba, you will quickly learn that many times I will misspeak, and sometimes I'll make egregious errors that make no goddamn sense. But I
Oh,
hope
just like
you're
Doc.
enjoying the game regardless.
And that was one of them.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, because we can do that.
You can if you would like.
They can be arranged.
And all of a sudden, Terrell
You
Gilliam
you
becomes
could do whatever the fuck you
Wolverine.
want in this game.
all of a sudden, Terrell becomes Wolverine.
I don't think
Well,
in
I
the
mean, turn into
there
a
is
ghoul
any.
and you can have
you can-
Wolverine's healing.
What about his adamantium
Mhm.
skeleton? I don't think there's any special adamantium out here.
There's
It's more
probably a
about
vault with it.
it's about
Fair
the
enough.
death claws.
You can take it that perk, adamantium skeleton, in this game. But yeah, like, my apologies for misspeaking. Okay, so the quest. It helps if I actually make it. You should be able to go down to, like, it's a little W symbol that will actually like pop up like the quest log. I just forgot to make happy trails.
Is it in the
Display
journals entry or
notifications.
something, or is it something on the map?
Here we go. Something on the map. I don't know if you
I see where the ranger station is. I just don't.
that may be a GM only permission. Never mind. Just a pop up for me to make sure I keep them keep them done and dusted properly. I have to give that an objective. But I'll do it later. Little minutia of things. But yeah. So you have two possible places to go. There is the artifact delivery spot, and taking the horses to Ranger Station Alpha.
Bit of a meta question. Isn't this
It's
where
really
that
up
Brotherhood
to you
bunker
guys.
is? Memory serves from when I played New Vegas years ago.
Possibly. I may have misread which star that was. I know like the stars are like bases. Cause I know like what is it? This one right here is like the main like Legion camp. But I just I chose one at random. I was like, oh yeah, the stars all over NCR camps. But yeah, that may be the abandoned Brotherhood actually, now that I think about it.
Well, the reason I mentioned that is because
Unfortunately,
you
if you go
expressed
to it,
lament that
it won't be just
Anthony
Terra
wasn't.
Nova. Yep. No, the one that Anthony isn't here for is the artifact delivery.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant is that he, you know, that him specifically coinciding with the Brotherhood thing. That's why I asked.
Yep, it's all good. So.
So where should we go first?
Probably the ranger station, honestly.
I
That's
mean,
my vote.
Isn't that artifact delivery is closer a bit?
Well, the way I see it is we could hit the artifact delivery on our way back.
Either way is good.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the ranger station. The sooner we are done with this fetch quest, the better.
Agreed.
Not fetch quest, escort quest.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll keep Camp McCarran like visible, and you guys can like flick between the two if you want to buy anything. Just just like between sessions. So
Also, it's
yeah, we'll
like online shop, online store, same day delivery. Like, or just we can go back here in some point.
yeah, and like I know that like sitting down and like getting items is sometimes tedious. So if you just want to like save like if you want to save your money to like buy like after the session, so you don't have to worry about like all the all the little like money management, you can just let me know what you buy stuff. Okay. So yeah, we'll get on your way to Ranger Station Alpha. So so you guys get there. For now, because the driver isn't here and I don't really want to have PC, I'll just say that you get there like safely. You don't have to worry about right now. Okay. So you get around here when you guys have an encounter as you're going down the road. Okay, so I'll put your tokens on the thing, then I'll pull you to this new map. And I did reuse the one from the first session, just because it fits for this encounter. But in the future there will be additional maps, so you don't have to worry about like things being the same.
Okay.
Brutus is there. And yeah, I'll put down the horse tokens for like the caravan that you're towing. Oh, and like Sawyer will be going with you to make sure the horses are like maintained.
Of course he is. Is he
Like
riding
he
in the
will
trailer with the
be riding his
horses?
own horse.
No, will be standing
No,
with
he's
on his
riding like separately.
yeah, his horse is on the trailer and he's on his horse, like the fucking tower. For the cool fucking factor.
Yeah, because I was going to say, it's like, if he was riding the trailer, he looks to one of the horses. So, do you come to this trailer often?
Oh man. Okay, so you're on this stretch of highway, and in front of you you see a merchant traveling with like two like guards. Do you want would you like Arnold to slow down? Oh, rephrase this because my brain is 5 million miles a minute. You see this group, a merchant and two like mercenary guards, and as you're passing on the road, you see that she's like like waving her arms, trying to flag you down. Do you want Arnold to stop or just keep going?
Might as well. Stop, that
Alex,
is.
how much do you want for doing a drive-by?
Oh my god.
Disregarded.
Okay. Because I was about to say,
I would probably say just too much, but yeah.
I mean, I
Okay, so
definitely
I'm
do
saying
want to
the
stop
same.
and see what's going on, but not to shoot
Yeah,
them.
same.
So,
Not yet,
Um,
at least.
yeah. I mean, if they start reaching for their
I was
guns,
not
they're already
expecting.
dead.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Alexandra,
I had to say I wasn't expecting the drive-by comment from
honestly, neither was I.
anywhere today. So yeah, kudos
Fucking
for
golden.
making me speechless for a couple minutes.
Alexandra gets out of the car. She has her like, her basically has one hand you know, like on her hip, and then one hand kind of on her other hip, but like hovering above her, like basically sitting on top of the holster for her pistol. And she says, "What do you want?"
Oh man, I'm glad you guys stopped. Most people just keep driving on by. Uh, we we have a situation. We can pay caps if you're willing to help us.
All right, I need details.
Okay. Like everyone can get out of the vehicle at this point if you'd like. If you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just peeking my head out of the window, and you're speaking my language. Mo, speak. I hit the
Of
car.
course. I knew I was forgetting to put someone on the map. But here you go, man.
I just thought twice that fucking the cowboy and not showing myself, but yeah.
Yep. Well, uh, it's very nice to meet you. I'm glad you stopped again. Ahead in the town, there are some. There's a group of raiders who have. They stole something very important to us.
Go on. Alexandra says.
Yeah. Um. It's better that you don't know what they stole, but
So
I'll
you're
just tell you.
yeah, because
We. Yeah, I just realized.
it's gonna be like Generation Zero. You don't know
So
what
you
you're
were
looking.
exactly. Well, do not freak out. Is the first thing I'll say. Um, we were transporting a baby death claw, and
Oh God,
it
you
was
have no idea what you just. The Deathclaw Hunter, the Steve Irwin of the group.
Nah,
I know
very
what you're
well, Mike.
thinking. This is domesticated or slightly domesticated. I don't know. Someone in someone in California told us, here you need to take this. There's a diner, and well, death claws, they lay eggs. So basically we're transporting, a chicken, except giant murder chicken, more or less, for death claw eggs. They stole it, and we need your help getting it back.
Why did they steal it? Why didn't they just kill it?
Who is stupid enough to
Because they couldn't.
who is stupid enough to steal Deathclaw? Who is stupid enough to domesticate one?
Hey
Mhm.
man, I just got this job, and they're paying like 1,000 caps to have this fucker transported. Money is money, and all I know is it's still a little baby. Think about the size of like a small dog, so it's not really dangerous. Well, actually it is because it bites a lot, but we, I will pay you 500 caps, to split between your party if you help us get the baby back. Its name is Scrap. Fuckers in California are crazy, man.
And I'm looking at three of them. Um, so, so, yeah, Gorham, this ain't, just so you know. Um, so,
I know.
like, and then Alexandra says, all right, numbers. How many of them are in the camp, or in the town?
Yep. We're looking at around 6 human raiders, and they had a couple
And
robots.
baby Deathclaw.
Yeah, and the baby death claw. I mean, it shouldn't attack you. It
Oh,
shouldn't
really?
attack you because
Oh,
you know
it'll
it's
attack me.
Well,
You killed my
maybe,
father.
but no,
I just
I
want to
mean,
look at the back seat and look at the Brutus sitting there between the super mutant and the guy from the Anthony. Brutus, you will take care of the Deathclaw, okay?
Oh, that begs the question actually. How did Brutus react the first time Alexandra got in the car?
He's probably still
he's
shooting
very
himself from
jumpy
now, but
and he's very jumpy and if
hiding his hands.
he looks like he's sitting on he's like sitting on his hands but he looks very jumpy and he looks like if you look at him wrong, he is gonna open the door of the booze cruiser and just roll out and just deal with the desert. He's very uncomfortable.
That's why
Good
he's
to
sitting between
know.
Anthony and Father Marius.
Yep. The merchant will actually look at you, Tyrell, and she'll say, well, funnily enough, if you were the one who approached if you approach Scrap, um, she may think that you're mama. So, maybe she won't attack you, Tyrell, if you go up to her. If you're the first one she sees, she may think that you're her mama. So yeah, like I said, she shouldn't attack. Scrap shouldn't attack. It should I say because she's very nippy. She's like a puppy.
Alexandra's like, if she's whatever his comments was like, well, depending on how nipped she is, I've got about 37 rounds of 12.7 millimeter retaliation. Just keep that in mind.
I just
Mhm.
I just look at the sky and I thought the herding horses will be the weirdest shit I will do. Like,
The shit I will do for money. Um, and Alexandra's like, well, I mean, if for no other reason than ridding the earth of raiders, I'll do it.
okay, I will stay in the back and just snipe. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Alexandra's
Really
well.
good.
Am I
But
able to move? Are we able to move as players on the
yes.
map?
yeah.
Because I was gonna say that.
This area is elevated,
High or
like this little
okay.
patch right here. Yep.
Okay,
Let
so
me.
I will just go out the car and go to the nearest ridge and go up.
I was gonna
And
go
try
like
to
right
look through
here.
the scope if I see anything under in the town, in the ruins.
How do I end up drawing a ray in this fountain?
Drawing like you mean like field of view? Like, hold on, where
Using
is
the
it?
polygon drawing, how do I
So the way
do
I do
that?
it is, like you start, at like one corner opposite of a character, and then like you click to draw the first line, and then you double click to draw the second, and then you end up with something like that.
There we go. Because I need to draw the
Oh, are you trying to draw like his
um
field of view or
draw the
just the
polygon.
zones?
Just the zones, because I
Oh, I
forgot
thought you
how
were
to do
talking about
that.
like what he was seeing. Oh, never mind. So yeah, but polyline basically you double click to end the line.
Okay, thank you. Um,
Okay, give me a second. I will be back in a sec.
So is this whole area is this all close range?
I get the click button. Yes, this is.
Because keep in mind, for the people with sniper rifles, like, if he was shooting anybody in here, that would only be medium range, and he would be penalized. Whereas if he's trying to be as far back as possible to not get any penalties, you're going to want to keep that in mind.
Yep. So I'll do it like this. So this is a zone. This is a zone, and like anything. Oh, apologies.
So
I
you're saying, like,
always forgot
this
to.
is a zone or something?
Yeah. Yeah. So here I'll do it like this, so it makes more sense. But yeah.
I can move my line if you need me to.
Yes, move it like up.
Can I fucking select
there.
it? Go. Yeah, no, I can't even select it. I just have to. You know, just draw a new one if you wouldn't mind, because I can't move it for some reason.
Yeah.
And I also do want to note that Alexandra, like, I wasn't planning on like starting like being here at the start of any combat. I was just trying to move up here and like basically flank around from the south rather than come straight down the road.
Yeah, of course, I understand.
Like it's
But,
it's a
yeah,
case of like stopping here, seeing if anybody comes by, and then if not, moving behind these buildings.
Yep. Okay. So I will just these positions. Ramba and Marty. Feel free to get out and like, you know, place yourselves wherever you would be.
I guess we're both melee, aren't we?
Okay. So Arnold and Anthony will not be in the combat just because their players aren't here. Brutus he'll start to get out as well, and he'll move up with the melee characters. And Sawyer, he will look at all of you and he'll say, well, do you want me to help? Help you guys try and look for it, and deal with these men.
Deal with the raiders first, then come in. The reason why I'm suggesting that out of character is because, well, the suggestion is made in character, but out of character, the reason why is because, like, if he's technically the quest giver, then him dying would probably, or being injured or what have you, would probably not bode well for us. So just to be safe than sorry.
Yep, that's fine.
Am I able to move here?
Please make me an agility plus sneak.
Okay. I'm surprised I don't have anything in sneak, but I do have fucking 10 agility. What's the difficulty of this?
Let me make a little roll first, just to tell you the difficulty. It. That will be with. I'll roll with this one. Then attribute is perception. Edit. It'll be a base 1. I just need to roll to see if it. Difficulty 2.
Okay, I'm gonna buy a dice, so I have 3 instead of 2. That is not ideal. What I'm gonna do is, let's see. So my military fatigues let me reroll an agility. And then I thought I had something else that did as well. Block, I guess, but yeah, I'll just spend a luck point in the fatigues because this is technically a scene to reroll those, and motherfuck.
Okay.
I mean, can I still move? It's just I get detected.
Yes.
Okay, so I get to here.
Yep. And as you are, like, around the building, I will reveal
Clanker's great.
spot you. You hear, like, think the most stereotypical, like, imagine a Horgust from the Steel Talons, like him doing his
Oh, it's
drill
Mr.
sergeant
Gutsy.
voice. Yes.
Intruder alert!
And,
Intruder alert!
Well, not exactly. You hear him
Oh.
say, "Stop right there, maggot. Identify yourself."
She says, it's like, hi, my name is 12.7 mil, and I'm going to shoot him.
Oh wait, you're wearing military fatigue,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes. That's how I re-rolled the check.
Okay, that changes things.
Okay, good.
Yep.
All right.
I
Well.
forgot. I forgot what type of clothing you were wearing. My apologies. I need to double check that real fast.
Yeah, that was in the nick of time too, because I was on the cusp of fucking shooting him.
Yeah. He'll say, "Stop right there, maggot. What the hell are you doing sneaking out around here, and why aren't you in formation?"
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna basically try like a coercion sort of approach with speech, because again, drawing a pistol, it's like I got all the formation you got right here, to back off. So is that like strength plus? Well, actually no, I think it's specifically agility plus speech for like pointing a gun at somebody, like scaring them off.
Yes.
So I'm going to use so speech and agility, and then I'm gonna buy another dice for this, and then there we go.
Okay, so walk me through how you threaten this thing before I reveal its what it rolled. This is quite
So
funny.
he's basically bossing me around, and Alexandra is the kind of person's like, I don't take orders, I give them, like basically like Lone Star. And so she's basically like if this was Alien, she'd have the hothead talent, but she basically just draws her gun and is telling him to like basically back off or get fucked. Like she's just very hot-headed, and saying it's like coming at me with a bunch of accusations and stuff. She does not like me. She does not respond well to accusations. So she's saying like it would be in your best interest to fucking stop this. Stop what you're doing, reconsider your actions, and turn and float the fuck away.
Yeah.
Do I see that? Just quick question. Do I see that from my position, sniping position?
I mean, you probably hear it, but yeah, you would also see it because it'll like
Okay.
float around the corner.
I just don't want to look at it.
Mr. Gutsy is very loud when he's like chewing people out, so
Well,
you could
so am I.
everyone could definitely hear it as you're getting into position. Yeah. So I'll reveal like his very piss pool and got a complication. So basically what happens is when you're pointing the gun at him, you're threatening him. You see like there is basically a short in his processing. You can see that in like the eyes, like they flutter like very fast before he says like still the gruff voice. He's like, my apologies, ma'am. I didn't realize I was speaking to a superior officer. What are your orders? Basically,
I guess I would just want to say, because I facepalm, and there's a saying in my language saying just very short. The stupid is always a fucking lucky.
I've got an idea here. How much damage? I mean, this is kind of a meta thing, but this is just sort of a general question about the system. How much damage would a self-destruct do if it was like directly next to somebody?
Ask for demonstration.
Let me look.
On yourself.
Well,
here's Mr. Gutsy does not have self-destruct, but
he doesn't?
I like your idea, so
okay.
Self-destruct. He does not, but You know what? I'm willing to bend the rule because I think it's funny. If
Yeah,
y'all
because I was
want
going to
this
say
fucking
like
going,
like
I'll
Alexandra's
outbar
gonna
these fuckers.
what she's gonna do is say it's like soldier report. How many men are garrisoned in this camp? Obviously more feminine voice, but she's mocking him.
Mm-hmm. Uh, answer the question first before I put the thing on there. There are 6 people, ma'am.
So her next question is like, do you know where their barracks are?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And so she says,
God.
it's like, I have one last set of final orders for you. You are to go into their barracks and self-destruct. Do you get me?
I fucking wish said this like, oh, sure fucking will.
Hopefully, Marty, you got that based on that one conversation we had about the do you get me? So,
Yeah.
so I take it he
Sorry, I
complies.
was responding to Astron because he finally.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll comply. Let me just. I have to find the attack from the Assaultron. I'm shaking my head and I love it, but God. Yeah, he is the
he just
right.
floats into the
So
barracks and explodes. Oh God.
yeah.
The great United
Okay, let
States of
me.
America.
Um, I hope the party is okay with this because Jesus Christ, I realize I haven't heard from Romba or Marty for a while, and I just want to check in with you two. Are
It's
you
fine.
are
It's
you enjoying
fine.
the session so far? Dying. Okay. Um, so he'll float over and you all
Yeah,
can
well, I
see
was gonna say
this.
then another Horgus reference
And
where he says like, "Yes, man, I know what I have to do." She's like, "Good, move out." So.
yep, I'll make this a public roll. And because you like activated his self-destruct, he won't have to roll to hit. Okay, so you'll get half of them with this because let me just double check if it needs a roll. I'll just roll the damage because son of a bitch. Not target, yep. And it doesn't matter because it's just gonna self-destruct. Jesus, mother God. Okay, so
Yeah. Is that enough to kill him? Because if not, I would actually potentially use an ability I have to help, if I could.
it will be enough. It won't be enough, funnily enough. It'll do a big chunk of damage, but
Well, here's what I'm gonna
slightly
do.
beefier. Raiders are.
Um, can I use true police stories for this?
Um,
Once when
yeah.
you roll the damage of an attack, you may
That,
spend a luck point to turn up to 3 combat dice to any face rather than rolling them. If you learn this perk, you may do this once per scene.
yep.
So I can turn. I'm gonna use a luck point. I'm gonna turn those three blanks into the double damage ones, like the ones that are 2 damage per dice. So instead of 5 damage,
Okay.
it's 11.
You remember what is the command to roll hit location to see like where it affects them?
Let me double check that because I don't remember off the top of my head. Actually, hold on. Is it /R1/R1DH? I think. Yes, it's /R1DH.
He's gonna blow their legs out from under him. It's left leg. Son of a bitch.
I was originally planning to just cap the fucking robot, and then he rolled a complication, and I got 3 successes, and I'm like, oh, Actually, speaking of which, how many successes would I have needed to win? Because we could get AP from that.
It would have been 1, so you get 2 AP back.
All right, I'll add it. Oh Jesus.
I am almost positive that's not how that's supposed to work, but I couldn't resist to make it fucking hilarious. Okay, so roll it 2 more times actually. To see.
Okay,
So it'll,
so
like hit 3 of them.
I'll just do basically like clockwise. So the first guy got hit in the legs. The second guy got hit in the other leg. And then the third guy got hit in the leg as well. So yeah, I Lieutenant Dan'd all these guys.
Okay, so
Basically, he was hovering low like a landmine and also blew off their balls.
oh my god.
He just hovered up to him like a bouncing
Okay,
Betty and
so
exploded.
exactly.
Fucking butterfly.
Okay,
He went
so
like butterfly there.
So the Raider Psycho got hit in the leg.
They all got hit in the leg, yeah.
Yep, so that was 7 damage total. Take 6. And so he'll take a crit. And let me double check what
Wouldn't
the
they all
crit
take a crit?
does. Yeah, because they'll all take the 5 damage. So
No, they're
yeah,
taking
they'll
they're
take
taking
3
11
legs.
total, so
Oh, yeah, 5.
because
So,
I turned
yeah,
those 3
well,
blanks into the
I'll
double
put
damage. So that's 11 actually.
right. So yeah, the Raider Psycho is almost dead. Took a fuck ton of damage. The Scaver, slightly better. Take 9. 10 minus 9 is still 14. And same for his buddy. And let me see what a leg crit does.
I think it's just they've like
that
fall
on my
prone and
little-
can't do like can't move or I think it's moving becomes a major action.
Yep, that makes sense.
Well, hold on. I will double check that though because I don't remember absolutely. So.
And Mr. Gutsy Man is dead.
Yeah. Wonder what
He
happened to
served
him.
his purpose.
Yeah. So critical hit. So legs. You immediately fall prone as your leg gives out under your weight. You can no longer take the sprint action, and the move action is now a major action for you.
Yep.
So. But yeah, I imagine
Not
there's
sure
like an
there was.
explosion, glass blasts out of the house, wall falls down.
One leg
Yep.
sticking out of the door. Half meter away.
I want to ask, in this time, are melee characters able to get into the town?
Yes. They can
Okay.
move up wherever they want to be.
Okay. You also might want to draw like horizontal line borders if you want, or it can all just be vertical, whichever. Just a thought. Um, also, in addition to melee characters, during the time that the robot is going over, am I also able to move?
Yes.
Okay. Alexandra's just gonna go ahead and haul ass to, I would say here if I can, like behind this little opening or like sign or whatever it is. If that is possible.
Yeah, I'll see if you're able to do that because the fucking madness of the situation. Okay. For the melee characters, you should be able to move yourself freely where you'd like to be. Just so you can, move around and Marty, Ramba, are you guys still there?
Yeah, just trying to figure out where to really put myself. Because it's just like, are we starting combat now?
We were supposed to, but then a fucking lucky guy just turned the robot onto their friends and exploded everyone. So I think the battle is ended before we started.
Well, there were 6 guys and only 3 of them were injured, so there were probably more.
Not four, not four.
Yep.
Well,
And
Yeah,
yeah,
don't
I'll go
forget they
ahead and
counted the robot.
I'll go ahead and
Okay.
this will be revealed to you now that everyone is like screaming and panicking. This is the location, everyone, so you can like,
Okay.
you'll be
I
able to
thought
get up to them
there
and
were only 4 guys, and now there's 4 more.
so
I said there were 6 dudes and 3 were in a
Okay.
barracks.
Okay, I
so
remembered wrong.
so are we rolling initiative now, or rather just
You're all
being
good.
added to?
Yeah, I'll add to initiative, and the melee guys go ahead and wherever you would like to be when when initiative will start is where you'll be.
All right, cool.
So Brutus will yeah, he's gonna take the sneaky option and
I thought he
go
was
up
going to stay in the
with
car.
Marius.
Yeah,
No, Brutus got out to help.
Oh, okay.
It's just yep.
He has a gun, right?
Isn't he Mela?
Did you give him a
Brutus?
gun?
Alexandra sure as fuck didn't. I also
Yeah, because otherwise
I
he
can't
just
view his
has
sheet, so I don't even know what he has.
tokens out of date. 'Cause apparently the prototype token isn't. Maybe change what the prototype token does, because the sheet has his armor. No, it doesn't, apparently. God. Link actor data. Update. Level 2. He has the combat armor, so I'll just put it 2. For all locations.
Hey,
There we go.
I'm not
So-
even on this map.
What about the map?
I'm not even on it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, thank you.
By the way, this is a map I made with the modular tiles I designed in Dungeon Draft that I was telling you about.
Yep. Oh,
Okay. I removed the fog of war, so that may have been the issue. So hopefully that didn't. Okay. But yeah, currently Brutus just has like he's wearing the combat armor, but he's armed with the javelins and a machete. He doesn't
That
have
sucks
a
to be him.
range weapon.
Well, One less mouth to feed.
I mean, to be fair, Gorham cared about him and wanted to make sure he was safe. Alexandra has no such empathy.
Yep. Are you able to move the token, Marty? And
No.
where you want it to be?
No, I'm trying to click on it, and that is not possible.
Weird, I can move it. Hold on, permissions. He doesn't have ownership of it. You need to set him as owner.
Ah. Sorry about that, man. You should be able to move it now, hopefully.
Try deleting it and repasting it. Maybe that'll help.
Yep.
Hold on, let me.
Are you on the token controls section?
What's strange is that
Nothing,
I
but
can move him, but I don't know why. I
You
don't
should
have
be
a.
able to click on it, and it should.
I can move him too, so that's strange.
Maybe refresh the page?
I'll be damned. There it is. Okay.
There we go.
You can move it now?
Yep. Okay. Jerome goes, "We are the nasty boys. Point me at him."
Marius.
What's going on?
I'm making sure I added you all to the initiative tracker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I already added myself, so I think we're good. Right?
Yeah, I see him on there.
It's all good. Raiders. I need to add little beastie, but that's not important. All right. So everyone's in combat tracker, and remember, you can spend your luck point to, like jump ahead of, I believe it's a, believe a PC. I think you can jump in front of NPCs or.
Let me double
Yeah, you
check
can
that.
jump in front of NPCs
Oh.
just like once. I think it's only like once a turn it can happen. It can't like everybody go at once. Okay. So does anyone want to spend a luck point to go before the other guys?
Considering that there are fucking 3 enemies here that all go before me, and I'm probably the most visible target, I'm actually going to do that for once. Just to put myself out of their line of sight. So Alexandra is going to go move to here, so she's out of their line of sight, and she's going to just go and go ahead and nonchalantly execute a bunch of survivors. So, I'm going to let's switch to my assault rifle and do this.
Yeah, I can't like I can't yeah.
You
I
can't
don't
what?
believe I can swap initiatives because it's based on.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't swap the initiative
Okay.
scores because it's based on predetermined. So it'll just
Oh, actually, it was
you go
Marty.
before.
Were you going to move like closer in?
Okay, so where are they? Let's start there.
The
Okay, it's those
most
guys.
of the enemies are in the middle of the road.
Yep. Yes. I will be out. We'll be moving.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure. So Alexandra is going to start by firing on this guy. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy an AP for an extra thing. Okay. So I'm assuming 1 difficulty to hit him.
Yep.
So
Just get 3.
yeah. So hold on. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm hitting this guy. Now I need to roll the damage. I'm going to use 3 ammo, so it's a total of 10. And there we go. So the effect's 3, so burst. So these other 2 guys get hit as well. For 7 each. Is that enough to kill them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do have to. Well, this guy got hit in the torso. I need to roll hit location for the other 2. 1d-H. So this is for the guy on top, and then so he gets hit in the head, and then this guy gets hit in the left leg. This guy down here. So torso, head, and left leg for 7 damage.
Yeah, that's enough to kill all of them.
Oh Jesus!
Even with the shitty armor they're wearing, that it doesn't soak enough and it kills them. Especially the dude you shot in the head, you just red mist.
Okay, that's Alexandra's. Oh, actually,
And
hold on a sec.
I need
Hold
to
on.
double
Sorry, I
the
just
counter
realized
to make
something.
them.
With Street Guns of Detroit, I gain an extra 2 AP after 1 successful attack. The AP must be spent immediately. It cannot be saved. So what I want to do is, so hold on. A second. Actually, if I was in the zone and I was just technically sort of maneuvering to be able to hit these guys, does that count as my minor action?
No. To move
Okay.
within the same zone is not a minor action.
Okay.
It's, it's a minor action to move from zone to zone.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So in that case, I'm going to spend 1 AP to, I'm going to spend my minor action to pull out my pistol. I'm going to spend 1 of my Street Guns of Detroit AP on moving. Actually, no. I can, is the range of a weapon like the max range for it, like close range on my pistol? Like I would have to, move.
If you're firing,
Like, does it just increase the difficulty?
Yeah, it's just a difficulty increase to fire into the next zone.
Okay, that's not too bad. So I'm gonna just take a pot shot at this guy with like taking a second major action for 1 AP, and then which again was the second of my 2 free, and then I'm going to shoot at this guy with my pistol, and then buy an AP or buy a dice and roll. Why didn't it play the sound effect? What the fuck? Oh, hold on, I know why.
Oh, it played a sound effect.
Well, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it played. It played.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate that I didn't hear it at least because it's cool. Okay, so I hit him, this guy right here, in the leg, and 2 successes. I'm not going to bother. Actually, I'll re-roll 1 for my military fatigues. Okay, so we get an AP back, and then this guy for damage is taking. Oh my! What the fuck?
Does his leg come off?
That's a total of 16 damage to his right leg.
I I believe the vicious is already calculated in.
No, no, it isn't. It's so I got well, hold on. Actually, is it? Let me see.
The effect dice is 1 success in an effect, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And then
Yeah.
the double splats are double damage, so or like two points of damage. So let's see. So so that's 3, 4, 6. Actually, I think you might be right. Never mind. So it is actually 12. But still 12 damage to his leg.
And that's physical. Oh, the physical. This guy is down to 2 health points, and he has no leg now. You shot off one of his legs, basically.
So and actually, and just for the hell of it, I'm going to take a pot shot at this robot because I don't like robots. And because I can spend 1 AP.
You only take 2 major actions.
No, I have
turn.
Gun Fu. When you succeed at a range attack, you may spend 1 AP and 1 ammo to hit a second target within close range of your initial target.
God.
there it is. So
He again hit the leg of the robot.
well, I can still shoot the robot. So I'm gonna subtract 1 point of ammo, and then let's see with Gun Fu. So you must spend 1 AP.
Is it in the same location or a different location for Gun Fu?
Gun Fu just specifies that the second target takes the same damage as the initial target, so that's in terms of the damage dice. I would need to roll his hit location. So,
okay,
like it's just shooting a second target within 1 turn. So I'm gonna roll my damage and see what I do to him. Okay, 11 damage,
don't have legs.
and he takes it in the head. Or optics, rather.
Yep. So that's 11 minus so total 9. 15 minus 9 is
50 minus 9 is 6.
Yep. God.
And if he gets a head crit, isn't that the one where he loses his turn?
Yeah, I can still spend, like, the Overseer can still spend AP, but he is, oh, I would say,
He got Palpatine.
disoriented.
How many legs did you take out?
A total of 4.
Fucking Alexandra from now on will be Alexandra Butterfly. Fucking Espinosa. Fucking Butterfly.
You know what I find funny?
What?
In a sense, I keep hearing Jesus Christ and oh my God, and the priest just stays quiet.
Yeah. Don't say the name of the Lord in vain. At least that's the scene that he didn't make.
So, yeah. So that is definitively the end of Alexandra's turn, having after shot the robot. So.
God. That's all I can say. So yeah, we'll begin combat proper. And first up is the Mr. Gutsy that you attacked. So I will spend the 2 I'll spend 2 of my Overseer AP, so he can take yes, I'll spend 3 so he can do the minor and a major. So he'll move up.
Oh, we actually, by the way, we got an AP
and
back because I have an extra success.
Oh. Okay.
I just forgot to tally that up.
It's fine. Okay, so which would do the most damage? Pay you back for shooting him in the optic.
Fun fact, he's going to need at least 4 successes to actually hit me.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, it's because I have 2 defense.
I'm sorry. That was not appropriate at all.
No, it's funny. It's funny. It's justified too. But the thing is that his crit also increases difficulty of all tests that rely on vision by +2. So that's 2 + 2 for my defense. So it's a +4.
Okay, I'm gonna spend an overseer AP to give him an extra dice. And most damage. He's gonna try and shoot you back with the millimeter pistol. I'd like to have him try and set you on fire, but he's not as good as setting on fire as he is shooting. Well, he's equally good at both, actually, now that I check his stats. So I got the extra dice. Roll.
Nope.
Yeah, his firing goes wild. He just misses. Jesus, motherfucker. I apologize if I sound like I'm, angry or
No,
anything.
it's funny.
I'm still floored by how well the this game can
He
be
has so much lag that
jerry rigged.
it's
Actually, he does have a couple luck points, so we'll spend one to try and re-roll that 14.
Nope.
He rolls almost the exact same fucking number. Okay, so that is his turn. Next up is this Raider veteran. Let me see what he has gear-wise. Okay, so he is gonna move. So it's minor action. He will move. He's in this hill.
Is that technically him moving 2 zones, or is he just
Left.
kind of moving diagonally?
Moving diagonally, but I look at what he has, and he doesn't technically have to move zones. Perfect area.
Oh, he's got like a rifle?
He has a combat rifle.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. So, yep. So his minor action, he aim, and he will then fire for his major.
Forget my defense, he's got to get 2 successes. Yep.
Yep, so I'll spend one of my AP.
Are you still shooting at Alexandra?
Burn all 3. He's gonna burn all 3 luck points to re-roll.
Luck
because
points?
they can do that.
He has luck?
Yeah, he does. Oh, he can re-roll 1 for free because he aimed. He has 1 luck point left. Yeah, depending on how formidable the creature is.
Oh, so sort of like the difference between minions, rivals, and nemesis in Star Wars? In terms of their abilities?
Yes.
Okay.
He has luck points equal to half his luck, which is 6.
Oh, okay.
So he's able to re-roll. These are incompetent fucking raiders. So, basically, you see a bunch of bullets flying towards you that do basically jack shit. Basically, with before he re-rolled the complication, he basically shot himself in the fucking foot and did nothing.
And then meanwhile, there's Alexandra over here doing a Gorham, just taunting this poor, sad sack of a human being.
Yep. So, move within the same zone. The other raider, he will. Well, he's probably gonna die because he's gonna shoot Father Marius, who will be on his
Beat
ass.
His head in with a Bible.
Like flies on shit. Yeah. Okay. So his minor action.
Set a meeting with God. Set a meeting with God.
Aim. Yep. Your defense is just 1, so I'm not gonna worry about spending the stuff. Son of a motherfucker!
It's going to be like hot dice next. Just watch. Like, you're just getting all the bad rolls out.
Yeah, so he'll spend luck to reroll that. I try to make these encounters hard, but
Oh, there you go. Finally.
it sucks when there's no fucking no fail. Okay, so I'm gonna roll damage, and he'll use his rip ability. So he's 7 dice.
Where at?
Oh yeah, you. Oh, the hit location was in the first, so he
Left
hit you in the leg.
arm or left
No, it was,
leg. Left leg.
What, me?
no, he's shooting at Father Marius.
Yeah, left leg has 3 physical resist, so I think it absorbs it. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled really well too.
Oh, it's. I know. It's fine. I'm glad that you guys are able to withstand these encounters, because I did try and scale them up so they're more challenging, and more challenging they are. But I never want to intentionally kill a player character. That's I promise you guys that.
Which goes back to the discussion about Father
Okay.
Jay last night, which is why you're better than him. Or actually, it wasn't even last night; it was today. So anyway.
Mm-hmm. But yep. Okay, so Alexandra went.
What about Paul? I don't
This
see him in
one
the
will do a
tracker. Or well, I see him in the tracker. I just didn't see it
special
cycled
thing.
to him.
I'm below
So
Alexandra.
there's a hidden thing.
Oh.
Okay.
So Father Marius,
There-
make me a perception plus let's go with melee weapons. Or rather melee weapons. Make me that roll, please. It was a difficulty 1 as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll reveal this because you got this. Success. Here's Scrap. And he is gonna go up to the raider who just basically tried and failed to attack you. Well, he succeeded but didn't do jack shit. And let me see. So the raider veteran has 1 defense. Little Scrap is gonna try and rend this poor fucker from.
I mean, does
the
Scrap
limb
have the
as much as he
same
can.
like abilities and damages and stuff as a regular Deathclaw, or is just the damage lower or something?
Same stuff.
No.
If you remember from like the old World Blues DLC in New Vegas, how there was like
No.
if you had Wild Wasteland, there's the tiny little Deathclaw. He's
Oh.
basically a tiny little Deathclaw,
Oh, okay.
but strong as this. Yep. So. He does not have luck points, but I'll spend an AP to re-roll that because I think it's funny. Yep. And Ren does 2 additional dice of damage. Her claw attack does 2 additional points of damage now. This, he hit him in. I was about to say, he hit him in the leg again. What the fuck is this game about leg crits today? But right arm. So basically, Marius, what you see a little tiny, like, think like a Scottish Terrier or like a little Yorkie, like a Yorkshire Terrier sized Deathclaw, jump up and like tear into the sky. No, these little chihuahuas. better. He's a
Yeah, so a toy dog.
stuffed, a rabid chihuahua.
Yeah. Something you see in a woman's purse on the CTA.
Yep. So that is only goes through one. Nope, it goes through both actually. This guy's gonna take 7 damage and a crit to his -7 is 14. And he has a arm crit. Baby. That is basically bleeding. Is the thing. But yeah, that was a scrap. And death claws are horrible game. Paul, you are up.
Okay, I will just shoot at this guy. I think I have the. I can see him, so I can shoot at him.
Yep.
I don't know.
And it is a difficulty 1 against.
And it was in his chest. Yeah.
Oh, you did like a call shot?
Yeah, but I have the center mass, so it just treats like normal shot. I think when you make a range attack, you may choose the skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get 2 AP back in the
I think we're capped, aren't we?
because it
Or
doesn't
do we get
increase the
more?
difficulty for. Yeah, you're capped.
Well,
So.
hold on. In terms of PCs, you said 2 per player. We've got. Is that counting like the total group, or just how many people are present? Because we could, if it's in terms of total players, we'd have 12 because there's 4 players present, but then Astron and Blitz. So.
Yep.
So if you're ruling it that way, it'd be 12. Okay.
Now I just had to adjust it. Yep.
Okay, in damage.
Huzzah. Yep. Roll damage, please.
Oh Jesus.
Okay. Is he still alive? Because I
Right in the
wanted to
chest.
make second attack by IP.
So piercing 1 on that. Torso 8. Yeah, 6 health left. So yeah, if you want to spend the AP,
I taking
you can take a second attack.
second attack. Yeah, I second attack doing.
Yep.
Wouldn't the guy also take a crit?
And again in the torso.
Yeah, it takes another crit.
Jesus.
12.
Okay, so you spent the 2 AP to take an additional
1
and
AP. 1
I
AP.
believe taking the second.
Oh, I have fast shot, so it's only 1 AP.
Oh, okay. So taking the second major action as a firing increases it by +1, so 2 difficulty.
Center mass still works or not?
Yeah, you can just do like the torso shot. So you spent the 1 AP, and basically you got more than you can back. So you're capped again. So yeah, roll damage, please, and see how you work this poor motherfucker.
Oh, that's not
would
the
you like to
base
spend
dice.
a luck point to re-roll the blank?
Yeah, well, once again. Reload.
So just select the 3 blank and hit re-roll in the.
Jesus.
Yep, that kills him.
God, he's so dead.
Poor motherfucker.
So he, much like in a spaghetti western, will clutch his chest and he'll fall very fast because he's being pulled down by the vicious chihuahua Deathclaw. But yeah, just like the slow clutch and like the the fall down. But yeah, so it's your turn. Next up is this poor motherfucker who's dead on the ground, or basically dead on the ground. Yep. So
Wait, hold on. What the hell is Alexandra's token doing up here? Be like right
Oh.
there.
Oh, must have got moved accidentally. So moving is a major action with the down for the crit. He's just gonna skip his turn because he's. I can't spend enough of my overseer AP for him to get up and actually be able to move and attack.
I don't think he even can make move and attack. He doesn't have a leg.
Well, I mean, he can move. It's just it takes a major action, which means he wouldn't be able to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so next up is Brutus. He will
Steal
run
my
up
kill.
here. Yeah.
Judging by Emily rolls, he might as well do nothing. Yeah, so.
Okay, so he is gonna finish this guy off with a machete. Yep, it's just one difficulty. Okay, piercing. Basically, what you see is he runs up and he hacks off the rest of the leg.
Is that enough to
So he
kill
hit
him, or
in the leg
just?
again. Yep, it's enough to kill him. Which means that Brutus is now persona non grata and will face the wrath of kill stealing. Tyrell, you are up. What would you like to do? The two valid targets are this raider and the Mr. Gutsy. He's still like flying around, disoriented. And if you would like, you could have been up there with Father Marius, so you don't have like that much. You don't have to move like 2 zones. Are you there, Martin?
Marty, are
Marty?
you there and or on mute?
Let me pick him.
So are we gonna, I guess, skip to the next turn or something, or what's the plan?
Yeah, we'll swap to the next turn. So, yeah, Father Marius.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend an AP because I need to move twice.
Okay.
Then I make a unarmed attack, so I do that. What's his defense?
1. So difficulty 1.
And I want to purchase 2 extra dice. That's 3 AP, right?
It would actually be, yeah, it would be 3,
Yes.
because 1 for the first and 2 for the second. Yeah. Oh Jesus! Well, we get the AP back.
Excellent. And let me now roll the damage. And I can spend a luck to re-roll a dice, right?
You can reroll up to 3 of the blanks.
Yep.
Well, might as well. I'll spend a luck.
Oh man.
Bonk.
Well, that's a headache.
Bonk, or better
Yeah.
yet.
Another leg shot. Jesus. You're just capping the day, guys.
Yeah, sweep the leg.
Exactly. So it's a physical on the left leg. Oh, take 8 points.
Well, just aim at the kneecaps. Remember what God said.
Yep. And he is stunned.
What
but
does that
still
do?
standing. Oh, and he's critted, so he falls down.
Oh, he's stunned.
not
He
having a
loses his
good
fucking
day.
turn.
Yeah. I can spend my AP for him to act, but
Do you even have
he
AP
probably won't
left?
be able to. I have 2 left.
There is kind of only Gutsy and this veteran left, so probably it's worth a try.
Okay. So you can spend AP, Father Marius, to take another turn. And
I'm
because
not. It's just 2, and then it just increases the difficulty by 1.
and because he was prone, it's still a 1 difficulty. Because when he falls prone and you're attacking melee, it decreases the difficulty if you're attacking a prone target.
Oh, nice.
So
I'm
just
going to
1
purchase
again.
another dice, so we're at 3. Because smoke them or lose them. So cool. That's it. We get 1 back.
Yes, and roll damage again. Right in the torso, you fucking. Jeez. Okay. Do you want to re-roll those 2 blanks with a luck point?
Sure. It's 6. He's really stunned.
Yep. And so 6, 2, 13 minus 4 is 9. So he's hurt. He's very hurt, but he's still standing, like, just muttering, like, incoherently because he can't about mercy, but that will not come. All right. Does anyone want to jump in front of the Mr. Gutsy?
No, I want to give him the illusion that he actually has a chance.
God.
Savage.
The crit lasts until it gets treated, correct? I believe.
Pretty much, yeah. Unless he gets repaired. Like, now I will note he loses the like he can still take his normal turn, but he still has 4 difficulty.
Yep. So I will. Yep. So yes, loses stunned, but who does he want to fire at? It'll be the same. It'll be the person in the same zone as him, so he'll fire at you again. Yeah, he's gonna try and.
Another what
set
if
you
Star
on
Wars
fire.
quote unwise that was.
Exactly. So I'll spin an AP. He will aim and try and set you on fire. So. Spend
Pretty
his last
close.
luck point. Actually, I can re-roll that for free, so he still has luck point. So re-roll.
Nope.
God, you just see this like just burst of fire like go like right past you. Probably singed some of your hair, but didn't really do no damage.
Yeah, I was like, Space was my hair. He shot my hair. Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So.
He is stunned and can't do anything. Alexandra.
Yeah, well, Alexandra, this robot, I mean, obviously different voice, but she's like,
You want some too?
and is going to fire at him with her pistol. So first, I'm going to roll that. I'm going to buy an AP, and I'm going to re-roll that complication for free because of my. Well, actually, I don't remember if I used my fatigues or not in this combat encounter. I don't think I did. Okay, well then in that case, I'll just.
I believe you did.
Okay, then I'll
And
just use.
all-
I'll just. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, basically all I'm doing with the complication now is I'm just giving myself AP. It won't be like a negative effect. It's just
Okay,
you know,
it'll give
more
you. All right,
higher
I'll
level.
accept that. So he gets hit. I'm going to roll the damage. And that's 12 to the head. Also,
Right in the
we would
optic.
get 2 AP back. What?
Said it right in the optic again.
Yep.
You basically just destroyed it.
Wouldn't he get? Yeah, because it says, a critical hit occurs when a character suffers 5 or more damage in one hit after reductions. It doesn't. I think you can. Doesn't that mean you could technically get the same crit twice?
Yep. Well, that's enough to kill him.
All right, never mind.
You did double his remaining health.
Okay, and then what I will do, Alexandra is not a complete ruthless psychopath, so I mean she comes pretty close, but in this case she'll be a honorable combatant and let Father Marius or whoever finish off this guy. So that'll just be the end of Alexandra's turn.
Yep.
I mean, unless you want me to shoot him, at which point she would gladly do so, but I just want to be, courteous.
Mhm.
Okay.
You also killed like already most of them anyway, right?
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, yeah. Might as well let
Yeah,
you.
give the rest some table scraps. And then that death claw
Yeah.
too. That death claw also probably we'll count this guy getting killed by the death claw too.
Oh yeah, he's dead, isn't
If you
he?
would
All right.
like,
Yeah.
yep. If you would like, you can spend a luck point to go before the death claw, just so you can really beat this motherfucker up with your power fist. I'll let you do that.
Oh, I'm not. Okay, sure. Why not? I just wanted to see how long this guy was going to survive from the wall of dice.
Ooh, baby. Yeah, so
Spend him to get an extra dice.
yeah,
Because we
zero.
got like
Zero difficulty because he's
Actually, was the
down
AP
and
from
stunned.
the surplus AP from my attack added?
You got.
I got.
It's not.
Okay. So you would subtract 1 because he just used it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you hit, but you don't generate any additional AP. Is what that is. Just roll damage.
sad.
Do you have any like clothing or anything that would let you re-roll, or like drugs or
I mean,
alcohol or anything?
we're still at our capacity, so I don't know. Do we need that IP anymore?
Yep.
I
you
mean,
can
we're
roll
at
this
10
with-
AP. It should be spent freely, people.
Yeah, I agree, especially given how much I generate.
Yep. Would you like to spend a luck point to re-roll those?
Yeah, might as well. They
Points.
regenerate every session, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. You'll have all your luck points back by the time you end this encounter. By the end of the session. Okay.
Monk
That
again.
was in-
So let's save that death claw. Come on, death claw.
And his other leg. You're like, I know you're trying to hit to kill, but basically what the hit locations and the damage you've done, basically you're just breaking his limbs slowly and letting him suffer. Like,
Actually, what you were saying, Rumba, about spending AP freely, just take a second turn and just pulverize them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also.
Okay, so difficulty 1.
Yep. And it's now the Ocho.
Yeah, you get 1 AP back. Or you meet it, never mind, you're getting AP back. Okay. Do you want to spend luck to reroll those blanks?
Might as well.
You do exactly enough damage to kill him. So describe how you've beaten this man to death. Or rather, you.
Well, I
I will not
obviously
do that. I will not have a clip of myself
Phrasing.
saying that on the internet. Yeah. Yeah. So how do you kill this? I'll say it. The poor fucking raider that you guys clobbered.
Well, obviously, it was just like punching him because the other one got like. I just look at the other death claw that's just like ripping at that guy. It, it's probably covered in gore, and it's just like, okay, yeah, we both are kins here, aren't we? And just beating up this poor guy who's already dead.
That's supposed to be.
He's dead already.
Stop! He's already dead.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, we found a death
Okay,
claw, so
Gorham.
let's turn it in.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do is Alexandra's going to walk by. She's going to shove past Brutus as a not so subtle gesture of like, don't get in my way. Grab the Deathclaw by the horn and lift it up. And while walking over to the people over here, she shouts out to Paul, like, still think I can't shoot?
I just look at her tired.
So, yeah. Alexandra brings the Deathclaw and then, like, pretty rudely just kind of, like, tosses it down at the caravan leader's feet. All right, we fill her into the bargain, pay up.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, of course. She'll hand over like a big bag of caps.
Okay, so we've got 4 players here. We got 500 caps. I'll put 100 in the party vehicle, and then I guess everybody just take 100.
Yep. I'm assuming you want to loot these guys,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, well, we can handle that later if you want.
Yep, I'll do that between sessions and just drag what you get in the party vehicle. But yeah, that was ooh baby, that was fuck. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Marty, where were you earlier?
What do you mean?
Well, when it was your turn, Emily and I called out to you, and she even pinged you, and you were as silent as the grave. So.
I think I'm starting to get narcolepsy.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, as in, I don't sleep well during the night, so when there's a moment that it's quiet, I just fall asleep.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's starting to happen at work too. So.
Oh, not good.
No. So that's how you were able to go twice in a row. Because for me, it looked like you went twice in a row.
Well, I mean, we went into round 2 because the enemy somehow survived that long, but we reached your turn, and
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
So you got 100 caps.
Oh.
Yep. So.
The merchant wanted you to find the Deathclaw scrap that the raiders stole, and well, she busted out like the Kool-Aid man and killed one of them. Then you
here's
sons
a
of bitches
question.
killed them.
How big are death claws?
Adults are taller than humans, but this is a baby.
Yeah, I described it as the size of a chihuahua. It is a very vicious little Deathclaw. Tiny dog size.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good. I mean, are you gonna attack the baby death? You're
No.
saying? Okay.
No.
I just want to
You
double
kn-
check.
You know why?
Hmm.
Because it needs to grow when we want to form its claws again.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know if you got the part where Alexandra, just out of spite, like picked it up by the horn, carried it over, and threw it on the ground in front of the merchant.
Yes, that part I got. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't remember if you got that, but I just wanted to call attention to that because it's definitely an establishing character moment. But anyway, so we got paid. We'll do the loot later. I take it, is that the end of the session, or
Yeah, that
are
would
we
be
gonna
the
keep?
end of today's session.
All right, what, Marty?
I said she's borderline sociopathic.
You don't say.
Just a
No
little bit.
shit.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
it's the kind of character I made in response to the previous, like the assortment of characters we had being trigger happy and quick to resort to violence. I tried playing the token good teammate. That didn't work out so well. So
Yep.
enter somebody who matches, if not exceeds, the level of brutality with some of the other party members.
Jesus. Okay.
I don't
So,
understand what you're saying.
oh, Paul, the party leveled up last time, so it'll be at level 3, just so
Mhm.
you're on par. And yeah, I will say that next session you'll level up, but not like this session because
Okay.
you know, if I
Okay,
keep
yeah, fair enough.
if I
Level
keep just
3,
pushing
so.
you guys level to level, you're gonna slowly be too. You could bitch slap a death claw and not even break a sweat. I mean, Martin could already do that, but
Should I put to level 3 all or
Level
just
3, yeah.
leave
We're
it
all
on
level
level
3.
3?
Yep.
Okay, okay. What were the rules for level upping character? Because I don't fucking
When you level up
remember.
your character, you get a rank for a skill point, and you can also choose a perk.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and restore my luck points. Error I forget. So go from 2 to 5.
Yep.
When you say that the party levels up, is that a separate level up then?
No, that's each character in the party, like referring to the group as a whole.
Okay,
Yep.
so when
You won't be going to level 4 this time. You'll just be at level 3. You'll level up to level next turn, next session.
Okay.
Just because this wasn't like a big. Well, it was a big encounter, but not like this is just like a side mission.
It was a shooting gallery.
Okay.
Yeah. And hopefully everyone enjoyed. This wasn't like, you know, too
Yeah.
hard, too
No, this is the
easy.
best session I've had so far, and I think changing characters really helped with that.
It was funny as hell, to be honest. I'm sorry about making all those jokes about the tropes with cowboys, but I couldn't stop myself from there.
You're good,
But
man.
it was fun for me.
I hope you guys enjoyed because this was fun running it. I had lots of fun running it, and
Glad to hear it, because it was definitely fun to play.
I planned your last to make it fun.
Yeah.
See ya.
I see it, Rob. So we're playing Twilight 2000 next week, I take it?
Yes.
Very
we
much
will
looking
be.
forward to that.